All right, 7th graders, this is to help you with question number 1 on CR number 5. It says, within parentheses, negative 1.5, that quantity squared, is located between which of the letters on the number line? Okay, so first we have to figure out the actual value for that. We have to simplify this expression. Negative 1.5, that number squared. So we say, what does it mean to square a number? Oh, it means to multiply it by itself. So now that we're in 7th grade, we know negative times a negative is a positive. So my final answer will be a positive because a negative times a negative is a positive. Now I actually have to work this out. 1.5 times 1.5. There's a very good chance this type of question could show up on book 1 of the state test, and you will not be allowed a calculator. You have to be able to long multiply decimals. 5 times 5 is 25. Put down a 5, carry a 2. 5 times 1 is 5, and 2 more is 7. 0 placeholder. Moving over to start here. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 1 is 1. Going to add those up. 5, 7 and 5 is 12. Put down a 2, carry a 1. 1 and 1 is 2. The big question is, where does my decimal point go? Well, I do this 2 ways. First way, I estimate 1.5 is about 2. 1.5 is about 2. 2 times 2 is about 4. So I know my final answer has to be somewhere around 4. Well, where would I put this decimal point so my final answer was somewhere around 4 if I use estimation? Would have to go right here. As 6th graders, you learned, oh, that's moved over 1 place. That's moved over 1 place. So in my final answer, I have to move that decimal point over 2 places. Either way, whether you use estimation to know where to put your decimal point or you use this method they taught you as 6th graders, the final answer is a positive 2 2/4. So now here's our big question. Between which 2 letters is 2 and 2.25? Sorry, 25 cents is a quarter. 2 1/4. 2.25. 2 25/100. What's that between? That's somewhere in between 2 and 3. It's about 1/4 of the way in between. So it's located between H and I. So you simply take whatever number they give you, multiply it by itself. Negative times a negative is a positive. Long multiply your decimal. Come up with a final answer and then determine where it lies on the number line. I hope that helps.